This show is brought to you by Money Tight? Need to stretch that dollar? Having a hard time finding the right thing? Searching for those sales and specials? Not great with a computer? It's no secret. Finding local sales and specials online is no longer a problem. Find what you're looking for on the Q. Join the Quick Response Shoppers Club. No need to sign up, no dues, no hassles. Just use your Q card. You can find them in stores all around Martinsburg. They're free. Just scan the quick response code with your smartphone or type in the address on the card and you're there. All sales and specials in text only for fast, easy loading, plus links to local information and local business websites in an easy-to-use format. We want to help you save money. And at the same time, we want to help local businesses grow. Join the queue today and tell your friends and family about it. We'll be out there searching for more sales and specials to bring you every week. Do you have a business and want to add your sales to the queue? Call us today at 304-263-4781 and join the QuickResponseShoppersClub.com. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm joined today by Vicki Bernard, Executive Director of CASA, which is Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Abused and Neglected Children. And if there is a worthier cause on this planet, I don't know what it is. There is nobody who needs your help more than a child. And these children are the most abused children there are. CASA takes only the worst abuse cases. And Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Abused and Neglected Children is what it's about. So, Vicki, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me in.
Good. We're going to show some clips here in just a few minutes, sound bites from an event we did. Why don't you tell us a little bit about CASA and the event?
Okay. Shout out to the Purple Iris. That's where we had it. They took really good care of us. They helped make this thing happen. It was our first ever Friends of CASA community awareness. And what we did was we wanted to get the word out. We service Berkeley, Jefferson, and Morgan counties, and we've been around since 2003. But if you don't get yourselves out there, it just, you have to keep getting the word out. So they agreed to help us do that. And we had our first ever event on November the 8th. We invited everybody that we could possibly think of, and we had a really nice lineup of people to as professionals that we deal with on a daily basis to help us let the community know exactly what CASA is and what it means to them in the community, what it could mean for the community, and just a little bit of an extra without me talking about it all the time. It's coming from someone else.
Right.
So it
Other
was
people that are involved in CASA in one way or another.
Beautiful evening. Yeah.
It was. I was there, filmed it, and we're going to show you some clips here. And this first one is from Judge Yoder, and it's just a few sound bites.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about Judge Yoder, and then we'll cut.
We chose Judge Yoder because he sat with on those cases, the child abuse and neglect cases, for a while, and has been such an avid supporter of CASA, and was very much in agreement and wanted to come help us. So we had him come out and speak. So that was nice.
Okay, check it out.
I could speak for a long time about how important CASA is to the court system. CASA workers really provide a very, very valuable service. CASA comes in, and the advocates are so important in so many different ways. CASA representative may be the only person who sticks with those children from the beginning to the end.
Hi, everybody. My name is Patty LaBrosse, and I'm a child advocate, a brand new child advocate, actually, so I can say with all certainty that I am the least experienced person that you will be hearing from tonight. It's realistic, it's challenging, and it's rewarding all at the same time. What would I tell an advocate, the person that wanted to be an advocate? I would say you can make a difference, a really little teeny difference in this world. Not a big one like a leader of a country, but a little teeny one in a corner somewhere. And you can make a difference in a child's life where everything is big to them. And it might be a small thing, but you can be their consistency and you can be their voice. That's all I have. Thank you.
So the CASA volunteers, you guys are my eyes and ears. You let me know the personality of these children, and you help bring these cases, sorry, I'm going to get teary-eyed. You help bring these cases to life for me because I don't always get the full picture otherwise. One of the most important things you guys do, too, is help us stay focused on why we're here and the best interest of the child. I think we lose sight of that a lot of times. Sorry. And for some reason, and I don't know how you guys do it, but you always seem to be more knowledgeable about the resources in our community, which is great, and help us think outside of the box. And like I said, you guys are getting to know these kids and we're not. So you may recommend having a big brother or big sister step in, or the Boys and Girls Club might be a good idea for these kids, whereas I've never met him, so I have no idea. Something that Patty talked about was the reports that you guys provide. I love your reports, and I know that any prosecutor would agree with me. They are so helpful, and they really do fill in a lot of information that we don't get otherwise. If you guys could just get the department workers to give me the reports before the hearing, that would be even better. But I like getting your all's reports before the hearing, so I at least have an idea of what I'm stepping into. So those reports are great, so keep those coming.
There's just a few things that I'd like to embellish on that Pat had mentioned. We've been involved in CASA for about 5 years, and in those 5 years we've worked with something over 60 to 70 children. We still have contact with some of those children.
Vicki, tell us a bit about the volunteer system and structure for CASA.
Yeah, the volunteers are in groups of 3 now, where they used to just be 1. The best known CASA volunteer is the one that goes through the 30-hour class and takes a case and does everything.
Right.
Well, we've offered something different because people have come back to say, we can't really do that. We don't have enough time to do that, because a lot of our people have jobs,
right,
and they're working and they give of their time. Still, they want to give of their time, so we came up with something called the Advocate Support Team, which they still go through the training, and they're still held to the confidentiality the same as everyone else. Right. The only thing that they don't do is they're not assigned to a particular case. What they do is support the advocates. They'll go in if someone can't make a court appearance or a court hearing. They'll go in and listen and take notes, provide the notes to the advocate so that they can distribute them and do the report. Or they'll come into the office and help us file and do the many things that we have to do at the office. They'll even come in and help us with getting organized for fundraisers, for mailers, and things like that. So the third way is to just sign up on an email list. It's called the auxiliary team, auxiliary membership. And they can come in. They're the people who really want to give of their time, but absolutely have no way of doing it. But they still want to help. They'll do things like help prepare food, or come in like on the weekend, or like if we send out word that we need help with this one specific thing, they'll come in for that one thing to do it. So it's that sort of thing.
Well, that's a pretty brilliant system. That was your idea, wasn't it?
I instilled it. It was something that had been out there. Other CASAs had done it, but we brought it in quite recently.
You folks out there that are interested in helping, there are now, as you can see, different ways to go about it. So for those whose time is very limited, free time is limited, there are other ways to help. And of course, another way to help as well is with fundraising, because it is an all-volunteer unit. There's no state funding for this or anything, is there?
We have to raise every single bit of our money. We get no national funding, no state funding. No, we write grants and raise money.
Yeah, and that's hard. So you folks can help with fundraisers, or send in a check, come in, drop into the office, write a check. And believe me, every dollar you spend goes towards helping a child. And CASA, like I said, it takes only the most severe cases of child abuse, because there's like 1,500 a year that are reported.
Reported. I can say that within our database, what we have logged, there right now are like over 300 children waiting without a CASA.
Oh my. So give it some thought. And if you're wondering, how it feels to be a CASA volunteer, one of the people who spoke at the event was
Patty LaBrosse.
Patty LaBrosse. Checking my notes. And here's a little short segment of what Patty talked about. Cut. That was good. When we come back, we do Lindsay Leatherman.
Mm-hmm.
And what is she?
She's a prosecutor.
Oh, that's right. I had a brain cell. It died of loneliness.
I had a few, but then I had kids.
They stole them. As you can see from the things Lindsay said, it's an extremely rewarding. No.
Oh, that was Patty.
That was Patty. I might not have my glasses
That's
on,
okay.
so I'm guessing.
Lindsay, we're
Patty.
introducing.
Lindsay Leatherman is the prosecutor. Okay. As you can see from some of the things that Patty said, it was quite an experience. And if you have any time at all to invest in it, whether you're a full advocate, an assistant, or anything else, please, get in touch with Vicki here at CASA. Now, on the other side of the coin is, and the legal representatives, this next clip is from Lindsay Leatherman. And tell us a little bit about her, and then we'll show you a little brief segment of some of the things she talked about.
Lindsay was the prior prosecutor who represented the state, and as you will see, very much reveres CASA and is an avid supporter of CASA.
Yeah.
She is quite moving, and I'm really glad that she came out as a guest speaker.
Yeah, she did. She spoke really well. And this is another little short clip, and you can tell that it really means a lot to her. Cut. Vince Serio.
He's a volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
He just wrap it up. He wraps it up.
Okay. Now, the final speaker for the evening was Vince Serio, who's a volunteer, and we're going to cut right to that right now. Check it out. Okay. Now, you ready for the wrap-up?
Yeah.
Okay, and there were other speakers there that night, but in the interest of brevity, we just put those few sound bites up, and hopefully the next time that CASA puts on an event like this, you'll attend it. It's great, and
it was a lot of fun.
Very informative, very informative. The speakers were all good, and really got the points across for what each one worked in a different segment of this type of group. So what would you like to say to the folks?
I just want to say that I hope that the viewers do have more of a sense of what CASA is to the community, and will be interested in coming out next year, or come by and see us at the office, or check out our website, or look into us a little bit more and just find out more about how you can be a part of the CASA family, because everybody can be a part of the CASA family if that's what's in their heart.
I know I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. There is no one on this earth who needs help more than a child who's being abused. And you, that's right, you watching this right now, you might save that child's life. Get in touch with CASA today. There's a link to it just below this video.